Listen up, son. Today I'm here to share some tips with you about 5 things that you must stop doing if you want to be strong. We live in a world where some folks will try to tell you that being weak is the same as being kind. But honestly, that's just not true. Kindness is strong, right? It takes guts to be kind in tough situations. That giving up your masculinity is what makes you attractive. This couldn't be further from the truth. Women really don't respect weakness, and honestly, you shouldn't either, right? You see, there are certain things that you have been programmed to do ever since you were a little boy. You've been taught to believe that these things are normal, healthy, and even necessary for your well-being. But the truth is that these things are anything but normal. In fact, they are destroying your life. They are making you weak and pathetic. You gotta wake up and change your ways, or you'll never hit your true potential as a man. Seriously, it's time to step up. Do you ever feel like you're just a shadow of who you used to be? Like, seriously, it's tough, right? Like you used to be a strong, confident man, but somehow along the way you lost that spark, that drive, that hunger? If you answered yes, then listen to me very closely, because this video is for you. We will discuss 5 things that you need to stop doing immediately if you want to reclaim your power as a man. But before we dive into these 5 points, let me tell you a story. In ancient Greece, there was this amazing legend about a creature called the phoenix. This incredible bird lived for 500 years, and guess what? When it got old, it would burst into flames and rise again from its ashes, all fresh and new. Isn't that just wild? And when it got old and tired, it would set itself on fire and burn to death. From its ashes, a new phoenix would rise, stronger and wiser than before. This cycle would repeat itself over and over again, symbolizing the power of transformation and rebirth. Think about your own life for a second. What really makes you happy? Is your life feeling like a never-ending loop, doing the same old thing day in and day out? You know, just going through the motions without really changing or growing? It's time to shake things up. Are you out there really working on yourself? Like facing your fears and challenges head-on, learning from those mistakes, and just becoming a better version of you? Because remember, just like the phoenix, you have the power to transform your life. All it takes is a willingness to face your demons, embrace the pain, and come back stronger than ever. So with that said, let us begin with No. 1. Stop being overly emotional. Men are supposed to be strong, stoic, and in control of their emotions. When men become overly emotional, they lose their power and become weak. In today's society, we are constantly surrounded by messages that tell us to express our emotions. We are encouraged to talk about our feelings and to cry when we are sad. While it's important to be in touch with your emotions, it's equally important to know when and how to express them. Men who are overly emotional are seen as weak and pathetic by both men and women. They are often ridiculed and mocked for being too sensitive or for taking things personally. Feeling this way can really drag you down, making you doubt yourself and lose respect. The reason why men are becoming more emotional is because of the influence of society. We are constantly bombarded with messages that tell us to be more feminine. This includes things like wearing makeup, being overly emotional, and being more sensitive. These messages are coming from all forms of media, including television, movies, music, and advertising. As a result, many men have begun to adopt more feminine traits, which has led to a decline in masculinity. To stop being overly emotional, you must first become aware of your emotions. Pay attention to how you react in different situations. Ask yourself why you feel the way you do. Once you understand your emotions, you can learn how to control them. Don't let your emotions control you. Be in charge of how you respond to different situations. This doesn't mean that you should suppress your emotions. It simply means that you should choose when and how to express them. Learn to take control of your emotions instead of letting them control you. This will make you a stronger, more confident man. Number 2, stop seeking validation from others. One of the most important lessons that any man needs to learn is that he cannot rely on anyone but himself for happiness and fulfillment. This means that he cannot look to other people for validation. A guy who's always looking for approval from others is really just a puppet, you know? He's dancing to whatever tune his surroundings play. It's kind of sad, right? He is not truly living his own life. Instead, he is trying to conform to the expectations of others. This is a sure sign of weakness. A man who is truly strong and confident does not need anyone's permission or approval to do anything. He knows that he is capable of making his own decisions and taking care of himself. So if you are a man who constantly seeks validation from others, you are only hurting yourself. You are weakening yourself and making yourself vulnerable to the opinions and judgments of others. This is something that you need to stop doing immediately. If you want to be strong, you must learn to find validation from within yourself. You must learn to be happy with who you are and what you have achieved. This is the only way to become truly strong and powerful. No. 3. Stop caring what others think of you. One of the biggest problems that men face today is that they are far too concerned with the opinions of others. They worry about what people say behind their backs, and they let this affect their decision-making. This is a mistake. A man who is strong and confident does not let the opinions of others bother him. He knows that he is in control of his own life, and that he is responsible for his own happiness. If you are a man who is struggling with this issue, I have some advice for you. First, you must understand that other people's opinions are not facts. Just because someone else thinks something doesn't make it true. Second, you must realize that you are in control of your own life. You are the only one who can decide what is best for you. Finally, you must remember that you are responsible for your own happiness. Nobody else can make you happy. You are the only one who can do that. By following this advice, you will be able to stop caring what others think of you and start living your own life. 4. Stop tolerating disrespect. Respect is something that must be earned. It is not given freely. When you allow people to disrespect you, you are sending them a message that you are not worth respecting. This is something that you must never do. A man who is strong and confident does not tolerate disrespect from anyone. He makes it clear that he will not be treated like a doormat and that he expects to be respected at all times. If you are a man who is struggling with this issue, here is my advice. First, you must understand that you deserve respect. You are a human being, and that alone means that you should be respected. Second, you must learn to assert yourself. Make it clear to people that you will not tolerate disrespect. Finally, you must be willing to walk away from people who do not respect you. This may be difficult at first, but it is necessary if you want to be taken seriously. Remember, a man who is strong and confident does not tolerate disrespect. And number 5, stop being a people pleaser. People pleasing is a form of escapism. It is a way of avoiding pain and conflict. When you please people, you are running away from your problems. You are not dealing with them head on. This is a sign of weakness. A man who is strong and confident does not care about what other people think of him. He does not try to please everyone. He simply does what he wants to do, and he doesn't care if people like it or not. If you are a man who is struggling with this issue, I have 3 pieces of advice for you. First, you must understand that people-pleasing is a form of escapism. It is not a way to live your life. Second, you must learn to say no. It is okay to say no to people. They will not think less of you. Finally, you must learn to deal with conflict. Conflict is inevitable in life. The sooner you learn to deal with it, the better off you will be. Remember, a man who is strong and confident does not care about what other people think of him. He does what he wants to do, and he doesn't care if people like it or not. If you're looking to level up your life, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss out on all the awesome stuff we've got coming your way. Welcome to your new home, where you'll discover the secrets to real masculinity and unleash your true potential. It's all about becoming the best version of yourself. Catch you later.